I blew my holiday spending budget by 300%. I blew it by 300% and I'm still shopping. I am still spending. Ugh! Why can't I get control over this? I mean, I was doing okay leading up to the holiday season, like September, October, within budget. But then November came and it was Black Friday sales. And I thought I'd be smart and start preparing for Christmas. Little did I know that that was going to result in me not only overspending, but I blew my budget by 300%. And yet we're past Christmas, it's over, and I'm still shopping and I'm having trouble just getting a hold of the whole situation. I want to stop shopping. My bank account would prefer me to stop shopping. Heck, my coin doesn't stretch as far as it used to. It would just be better overall if I stopped shopping. Now, just sort of thinking and reflecting, these are the 4 areas where I think I just really got suckered into or really got trapped by this holiday season with the spending. Sale prices, impulse control issues, FOMO, and people pleasing. Yes, people pleasing. Now, I'm a sucker for sales. I know this about myself. And my right brain, my rational brain is telling me, sales are marketing tactics. These are tricks. Heck, some of the times these sale prices aren't even real sale prices. Sometimes they just pretend they're on sale. And this is just like stock they're trying to get rid of. And hey, if you don't need something, even if it's on sale, it's not actually a good deal. You're just still spending or wasting money. But my emotional brain gets sucked in every time. That's a great price. Yes, I love that item. It's finally on sale. I can justify any purchase to myself. It's like this trick I have where I can trick myself very well. Now, I went in with good intentions, as we always do. Let's be cost effective with Christmas. Let's get everything within budget. Let's be time effective so that everything arrives on time if we're getting it online. And if we have time to return something, if it's not good, and get something new. That was a good idea. It wasn't in the plan to spend 300% of my budget. No. But sales, A 20% off code came up on eBay. Now, I had no intention of buying myself anything big for Christmas. But when that promo code came up, and I haven't seen a 20% off promo code that works on Japanese resellers of luxury items forever. Like, I think the best I used to get was 10%. So I started browsing. Browsing leads to buying. And I went from, I'm not going to get myself anything big for Christmas, to getting myself 2, not 1, but 2 Louis Vuittons for Christmas. And that was a big blowout of my budget, I tell you that now. And that was only my self-spend. Then I start buying for everyone else. And I talk about how bad I felt about spending so much on myself as compared to the rest of my family in this video here. Then I started buying everyone else's gifts. So I chose this year to buy 27 gifts during the holiday season. So there were some December birthdays and also everyone's Christmas gifts. I didn't have to buy 27 gifts, but I just chose to get that many people gifts. And I think that comes from my people pleasing side, which we'll be talking about later on. Now, when it comes to Black Friday sales, you only have a certain period of time to make a decision on a gift. Normally, I'll try to tell myself, sleep on it, wait a week, wait a month. And to be honest, I never usually successfully wait that entire time. I usually give up after a couple of days or sometime within the week and I go back and buy it. And when it comes to Black Friday sales, you don't have a whole month to decide. Maybe you get like a week tops, maybe you get like a week and a half tops. But even with that, how does that explain why I'm still shopping now when that's all over? Christmas is over. Why am I still shopping now? Well, after Black Friday sales, then we had Boxing Day sales. Boxing Day sales, for anyone who doesn't know, these are the big sales that happen after Christmas, and Boxing Day is the 26th of December. So this is the post-Christmas sale. This is pretty much all the stock that they want to get rid of, and they clear it. And what traditionally is very good prices, sometimes the best prices of the year. Sometimes just like the Black Friday sales, they're pretend sales where it's actually just the normal sale price and it's nothing special, but they make you feel like it's a really good price. And hey, unless you're monitoring the price of these products, you really don't know if you're being duped into like a fake sale or you really are getting a huge deal you're never going to get any other time of the year. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, you never know. But it's a big shopping event here in Australia and it's a time when people typically do spend a lot of money. And then after Boxing Day sales, I'm still going. My goodness. Now I'm starting to browse gifts to give out during 2024 for birthdays, maybe even Christmas. And I'm looking at things for myself. I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, impulsive shopping. This is something that I know I have an issue with. And actually, I've been actively learning about impulse control issues, dopamine cycles in the brain. And, when I started learning more about it, I made this whole video talking about my self-discovery of my impulse control issues and how background wise, I think it comes from my mum as well. So I'll go into depth about that in this video here. But for today, with this holiday season, post-holiday season, it really, really was a big struggle. Like for me, when I shop for myself and I shop for gifts, I like to use a lot of intuitive feelings, gut feelings. So based off what I know about a gift recipient, what I know about their personality and their lifestyle, I like to use my gut to tell me whether I believe this is the right gift for them or not. At the end of the day, I prefer to give a gift that maybe is a little bit more expensive, but I know that person, or I hope that person will genuinely use and genuinely love, rather than maybe going for something less expensive, but I don't think it's the right thing for them. Because I want to be giving people stuff that they will actually use and not just end up in a re-gifting or re-donation pile in a few months' time. So I've learned a lot about how, clutter can actually create stress. And I've been actively trying to declutter my house for the last 3 years. And I don't want to give other people too much clutter because I don't want to stress them out. Because now I realize, oh my gosh, that's an inadvertent byproduct of giving people stuff is it creates clutter and clutter creates stress. Now, when it comes to buying things, once I get that feeling that, hey, this is the right thing, straight away that feeling builds up inside of me. I need to seal the deal and hit buy now, right now. I'm trying to mitigate that. I'm trying to be aware of it. And I'm trying to tell myself, sleep on it. Sometimes you get all excited and worked up and you want to buy. So I try to tell myself, hey, sleep on it. Think about it. You might find something better. You might change your mind, read some reviews, slow it down a little bit. Then sometimes it goes the opposite way. And then I start thinking and overthinking, and then overstressing. Is this the right one? Are they going to like it? Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm doubting my decision. And gosh, sometimes I overthink so much where I'm like, oh my God, I'm over this present. I just want to hit buy now and get it over and done with so I can move on. And because I chose to organize 27 gifts, I went through the cycle over and over and over and over again. And now I think like I've rebuilt a bad habit with myself with all these impulses up and down, up and down, up and down. And so now my brain is like looking for that next dopamine hit again, dopamine hit again, dopamine hit again. Because I've been doing this for the last 2 months consistently. And so my brain's now looking for that next hit whenever I browse. And I've been browsing things for myself. Even though the holiday season's over, I'm still browsing. I keep making up excuses for myself. Oh, you got this person's birthday coming up. It's like in 4 months' time. Why am I buying a gift now? What's going on? And I've tried that technique where you tell yourself, leave it in your cart or something for a month. See if you really want it a month later. Some people do 3 months. Some people do a week. Usually I don't successfully get all the way to that time period because, I just end up aping into a purchase way beforehand. But especially during a sale period, you don't have that much time. So you got to make a decision a little bit faster. And I end up just pressuring myself and I just end up hitting buy anyway. FOMO. FOMO goes hand in hand with impulse control issues. FOMO, fear of missing out. Guys, when something is on sale, in my mind, if I believe it is the thing that I want to buy, whether it's for me or a gift for someone else, once I think it's the right thing, FOMO will start to set in the longer time goes on for. Because I think, oh, what if it sells out? What if the price reverts back to normal? And then I get my blood boiling and I really want to hit buy now. Now, I'm aware I struggle with FOMO. I've talked about FOMO several times when I discuss my handbag buying habits. Heck, I've built a collection of over 50 bags. There's been a lot of FOMO in all of those purchases. When it came to my Christmas presents to myself, these are pre-loved items. So once you find the right one with the right description, with the right condition, if someone else buys it, it could take ages for you to find the right one for you again. So I certainly have FOMO when it comes to my designer items because I buy pre-loved. And pre-loved, you get all range of conditions and all range of prices. So it takes me ages to find the right one to begin with that I don't want to let it go because you have to be prepared that you may lose the opportunity to buy it if you take a while to think about it. And for these two, I wasn't prepared to let these go. I felt like they were the right ones at the right price. So the FOMO just set in and I bought them. I bought them probably the same day or maybe the next day after I was browsing, because the promo code had a end date and I had to snap them up. For all the gifts, I FOMO'd into Black Friday sales. Then after the gifts, to prepare for 2024, is what I'm telling myself, I started FOMOing into Boxing Day sales. So I'm still shopping. It's still going. Now, FOMO is something that I've talked about several times when it comes to my own shopping habits. And actually, it was a big contributor in leading me to go broke, keeping up with the luxury community a couple of years ago. And I had spent my last $2,000. Yes, my last $2,000 in my account, not on groceries, not on utilities, but on this Chanel handbag here. And I don't encourage anyone to make that sort of mistake that I did. And I talk about my experience and how I've reflected on that in this video here. Okay, people pleasing. This one is probably one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about when it comes to shopping habits. And that's probably because this one more relates to gift shopping, gift spending, rather than self-spending. But I believe that the reason why, or at least part of the reason why I go so hard with giving so many gifts is because I'm a people pleaser. Maybe if I wasn't being a people pleaser, I wouldn't have chosen to organize 27 Christmas gifts, and then I probably wouldn't have blown my budget so badly. So I definitely think that's a huge element that's not really discussed when it comes to shopping habits or behaviors. So for example, I love seeing people be really happy with the gifts that I give. Like, I take their reaction to heart, which I'm a bit of a sensitive person. Like, when you give a gift, that gift is theirs, whether they like it or they don't like it, whether they get rid of it, throw it in the bin, donate it, that's their business. You've handed it over to them. It's got nothing to do with you anymore. It's theirs now. They are free to do whatever they want. But I get so attached to wanting the recipient to be so happy with the gift that they get. Now, I don't always get it right. Sometimes they're misses and the person doesn't like it and they donate it or whatever. But when it's a hit, it makes me so happy. And I think it's me trying to chase this happiness or chase this hit of dopamine that causes me to end up pumping up people's gifts, because I start doubting whether the first thing I bought for them is going to work. Like, for example, when it came to the adults, I started off buying everyone packing cubes because everyone in my family does some sort of traveling, international, domestic. They go on vacation at least once a year. So I thought packing cubes is relevant to all of them. I thought, done, dusted. I've got a practical gift, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And it is something that, it's not going to create too much clutter. These are flat. They all pack into themselves. It can be very neatly packed away into the linen closet if not used, or they can use it for part of home organization. So I thought, perfect. I'll get every adult their own set of packing cubes. Then I started to think, are they going to be happy enough with that? Is that going to be enough? Oh, maybe it's not enough. Maybe they won't be excited about it, because sometimes practical gifts are not exciting as opposed to like more gimmicky gifts. So then I was like, oh, I saw this viral cosmetics bag on Lux Purse Love's channel. I thought, oh, that would be great for all the ladies. That could be something a bit more exciting. Then I got all the ladies the viral cosmetics bag. And then I was thinking, okay, well, I've got to get a gift bag to package this all up in now. And then I found these monogram jute bags or burlap bags. And I thought, oh, that would be so beautiful. Everyone would be so excited when they see like this monogram bag with their initials and it's for them. Like, who doesn't love a monogram tote? And I was just thinking about like, oh, that will make everyone even more excited to see their present. Like, I just kept building and building and building on the gifts as I went by. And I think that's because of my people pleasing. And then now I'm thinking 2024. I'm like, oh, this person would love this. This person would love this. Like, why am I preparing so early? It's like way too early. I have months before the first person's birthday or whatever. But all I can think about is this person would love this. This person would love this. And I think this is me struggling. This is me acknowledging that my people pleasing is affecting my spending. So that's like a twofold realization I'm having recently. I've been on this journey of self-discovery with my habits, and this is the first time I'm going through this. Oh, my people pleasing is bleeding into my spending. Now, I was doing okay before Black Friday. Like, in the months leading up to that, I'm tallying up all my spending in Excel and I'm keeping in budget, but I think the first step I want to do is just stop browsing. If I stop browsing, it's out of mind, out of sight. Because if you're not browsing, then you're not buying. I even went through a phase a couple of years ago where I just stopped following a whole bunch of people on social media just so I couldn't be tempted. So I might go through my emails and just unsubscribe from a few places at the moment just so I don't get those tempting emails. So let me know in the comments section, are any of these 4 areas, sales, impulse control issues, FOMO, or people pleasing, something that affects you? And if it does, let me know how it affects you in the comment section. And actually, I'm really glad that I talked about people pleasing today. I think this is something that's missed a lot, particularly when it comes to women. I think it's a common trait that us girls have. And you know what? I think I got it from my mum. And I've seen her with a lot of her own toxic shopping habits. And I talked about this in my toxic shopping video, which I'll leave next for you to carry on with, and how I think I have the same issues she has.